Have you ever experienced a moment so strange, so out of place, that it made you question the very nature of reality? Maybe you remember a detail one way, but everyone else remembers it differently. Or you just knew something would happen, and then it did. These aren't just coincidences. You might be jumping timelines. Welcome to Empower Merkaba. Today we're diving into the wild world of timeline shifts and the unmistakable signs you're slipping through the seams of reality itself. In spiritual and quantum circles, timeline jumping refers to shifting into an alternate version of reality, one where events, people, and even you have slightly different vibrational alignments. It's not science fiction. Many believe we unconsciously shift timelines based on our thoughts, emotions, and energetic frequency. Every choice we make ripples across realities. But how do you know it's happening? You swear you remember something a certain way. But the world disagrees. That's called the Mandela Effect, named after the widespread false memory that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s. It's not just faulty memory. It may be a sign you've moved into a timeline where details are slightly or drastically different. Logos change, movie quotes shift, entire events seem to vanish from history. Timeline glitch or collective memory error. You decide. You walk into a room and feel like you've done it before. Or you have a vivid dream that comes true days later. These aren't just neurological blips. They can be echoes from parallel timelines you've already lived, or glimpses into ones you're moving toward. Your subconscious may be tuning in to realities you haven't consciously experienced yet. A loved one suddenly changes. Their values, their behavior, even the energy they give off feels different. You might ask, did I change, or did they? The answer might be neither. You could have jumped to a timeline where that person made a different series of choices. Reality updates, but your memory doesn't. You lose an object, you know exactly where you left it. Days later, it's back, in the same spot. Or you find something you don't remember buying, nobody else can explain it. These small glitches might be signs that your consciousness has realigned with a slightly different version of reality. The object didn't move. You did. Have you noticed time speeding up or slowing down? Maybe a 10-minute walk feels like an hour, or an entire day disappears in the blink of an eye. This distortion can signal that your internal vibration is no longer matching the previous timeline's rhythm. You're moving between energetic fields, and time, as we know it, isn't as fixed as we think. You suddenly feel off, but in a good way, more confident, more aligned, like your dreams are closer than ever. This may be because you've shifted into a timeline where you're operating at a higher frequency version of yourself, one where your past limiting beliefs no longer exist, and your future is beginning to reflect your new reality. So how can you consciously navigate timelines? Stay in high vibrational states, gratitude, love, purpose. Set clear intentions about the life you want. Meditate and align with your desired outcome. And most importantly, trust your inner knowing. Reality is more fluid than we've been taught. When you take responsibility for your frequency, you become the timeline architect. Thanks for watching Empower Merkaba. If you've experienced any of these signs, you're not alone. Leave a comment below with your most mind-bending reality glitch. And remember, you're not going crazy. You're waking up.